They go on to win this one 38-10. And with all that came to pass in the NFC in this evening window, it's the Cowboys, a 2 seed, playing host to the 7 seed Green Bay Packers, a historic rival that harkens back to the grainy images in black and white. We're going to get it again in full 4K, 38-10. Dallas takes down the Commanders to lock up the division and the 2 seed. All right, you know how it goes in the NFC East. You win it one year, you don't the next. So enjoy this, Dallas, because next year, history guarantees nearly, you ain't going to do it again. 19 straight seasons without a repeat champion. Looked like the Eagles would be the first, but these last 6 or so weeks have gone awry for Philly. It's Dallas, Big D, the star with the hats and T-shirts. Back in studio to break it down, Bryant McFadden here with his thoughts. Mac,
yes, sir.
It was a spectacular season for the Dallas Cowboys. There were moments where the question marks started to arise, but we have not seen this Dak Prescott. We have not seen this CeeDee Lamb. And I'd say since the Green Bay days, we haven't seen this sort of play calling from Mike McCarthy. Where are you at right now as they turn this corner and things get real and you're taking on now the Green Bay Packers?
I mean, I feel real good about the Dallas Cowboys, especially playing at home because they've been a dominant team. You know, you wanted to see this team take their dominance on the road in today's matchup against the Commanders. They were able to do so. When you talk about how they started the ball game, that was really inspiring to see. You didn't see a fast start. We talked about the blocked field goal that led to points for the Commanders. We talked about the interception that led to potential point opportunities for the Commanders. Guess what the Cowboys did? They kind of gathered themselves and played the Dallas Cowboys football that we've watched over the entire season, and they did so on the road. So we know Dak Prescott was going to do numbers. 4 touchdowns, a deflected pass that led to the 1 costly interception. We knew CeeDee Lamb was going to do numbers, but most importantly, what about the running game, especially in the red zone? It's a great thing to see Tony Pollard surfacing in the red area because when you talk about their red zone woes, especially on the road, a lot of that has become a reality because of the inability to run the football. Now, they can incorporate into their ball game, especially getting ready for postseason play. This is a team, we know how deadly they can be throwing the football, but if they can provide a sense of balance running the football, look out. It's going to be a tough ask for any defense to try to slow them down.
We know this one was on the road, but Dallas 8-0 at home and set to play host to the Green Bay Packers, and a quarterback who is sharp as can be, did exactly what Aaron Rodgers could not do last season. That's
what you're doing?
It's the fact of the matter. Aaron Rodgers had an opportunity against Detroit last year to punch his team's ticket to the playoffs. They could not do that. Jordan Love did exactly that against the Chicago Bears in this moment. I want to talk to you not about Bears-Packers anymore. I want to talk to you about Packers-Cowboys in a place that the Cowboys have not lost this season. How big of an advantage is that when you look at this matchup?
It's a huge advantage because of their style of play. It really shows up at home. Their style of play shows up with their ability to get off to a fast start and allow their pass rushers to do what they've been called to do, which is rush the passer. Now, when you factor in the Green Bay Packers, especially this offense with Aaron Jones, they can run the football. Running the football against the Dallas Cowboys defensively has been the one piece of success that a few teams have had going against their defense. And when you do that, you slow down the pass rushers a little bit. So I know we're talking about Jordan Love and talking about the job he's done since the month of November, but I really want to see what they can do running the football. Because if they can run the football, teams that have had success against the Dallas Cowboys, they've been able to run the football, and then, of course, their quarterback making plays as well. So that's the more intriguing thing that I'm watching for this game. You know, Aaron Jones, can he show up? He showed up today. They needed him. Even though Jordan Love had some nice numbers, Aaron Jones had some nice numbers as well. And defensively, they played an outstanding game against the Chicago Bears. Can they put pressure on Dak Prescott like they did today, putting pressure on Justin Fields? Because Rashawn Gary, healthy, he can go. You know, Smith, opposite of Gary, he can go as well. Can these guys do what they need to do? Because if you allow Dak Prescott to be as comfortable as a baby in a baby seat, he's going to carve you apart. Got to put pressure on the quarterback.
Got to be able to score points, too, if you're Green Bay. 38 points here on the road by Dallas, yes, against Washington, but 30 seems like the floor for this team. So it's going to take a really solid defensive game plan from Green Bay.
Playing a Dallas Cowboys on the road in their place. Offensively, you got to be able to score at least 27 points.
It feels like that is the bare minimum.
Yeah, the bare minimum. You got to be able to get at least 27.
Because that offense is going to hit some big chunk plays, and you expect them to be right there, 27 to 35 points, especially on home turf.